What's up, dude? I'm the Israeli Universe, your master Geeky, and welcome to a new episode. But welcome back, nonetheless, to Batman the Animated Series review slash retrospective slash whatever this is. So we're talking about today nothing to fear. I of course made a mistake saying that it was the episode to live with fear. It is not. It is nothing to fear. Before we get into the actual story of this show, it is by far the most beautiful and graphically impressive looking episode, with a lot of hand drawn animation and not using any CGI, just plain hand drawn animation, which looked damn good, impressive, and looked really damn awesome. Also, this is the first voice appearance for the Scarecrow that is Mark Pollan II, and I gotta say, in terms of Jeffrey Combs and Robert Englund, two of my favorite voice actors for Scarecrow, especially Jeffrey Combs, yet he's not exactly my favorite. He has some good lines, he has some great dialogue, and some good laughs in between, but he's not my favorite voice actor for Scarecrow, whether that being Jeffrey Combs. However, this is the first appearance of Scarecrow, that is. Scarecrow, in case you don't know, is a Batman villain who appeared, I believe, in the 40s, and is Dr. Jonathan Crane, who is very well intermosed with mostly psychology and the realm of horror. The only thing that's funny is that Jonathan Crane is a scaredy cat who used to be bullied because he used to be fearful of everything. He was never brave. And in this origin, they kind of tell it differently, in that he was actually someone who was fascinated by the world of fear. No. Jonathan Crane is fascinated by fear, but not until he gets older and realizes that he could use it against his enemies. But they do have it clear that he is a psychology professor, which he actually is, turned into Scarecrow by his professor, Dr. Hart. I think his name is Dr. Hart, who actually basically told him that you can't work here because you're scaring the patients and you're doing not good methods of basically your psychology work. He even has a good moment one-upping Bruce Wayne and saying that I knew your father and your father would not be proud of what you're doing, and also quoting, thank God that he died, otherwise he'd die of embarrassment. It's not exactly happy moments in Bruce Wayne's life when you're trying to live up to the expectations of your father, who is a brilliant surgeon, and your mother, who was a great, basically, benefactor. It's not exactly great work for him, especially to be working up to this. This also, we see, my favorite Batman coming into play, the Batman who studies and analyzes everything. But it is the first time we get to see Bruce Wayne cry and be fearful for one, especially when he is affected with Scarecrow's fear gas, even though he wore a gas mask during the first fight. The second time he was well dealt with the gas, and he goes all in. And this is also where we get the infamous line from Kevin Conroy. You have to guess which one that is. But by far, it is great to see how good of a voice actor that Kevin Conroy can be going into moments where he needs to be vengeful and really shouting to moments where he's quiet and soft spoken because he's so afraid. And even at the point towards the end of this episode, it really goes to show out how much it was inspired by the Christopher Nolan films, including one from The Dark Knight Rises and two from Batman Begins. Is Christopher Nolan a big Batman fan? Who to know? Is he just referencing them because he's a fan? Who to know? Because then there is one moment in which Batman is surrounded by a gang of people who are affected by Scarecrow's fear gas and he has to grapple out of them, similar to the Batman Begins, and at the end of the episode where he goes up against Scarecrow, he gives him a taste of his own medicine and appearing in front of him like a giant monstrous bat, aka similar to Batman Begins. And the Dark Knight Rises reference where the Dark Knight reference comes in to play, where Scarecrow says that we don't need money, it's all just a ploy, it's more about revenge, same kind of quoted as Heath Ledger's Joker in The Dark Knight. So again, nice little nod and Easter egg that you can notice from this early review. And I have to say that I am not a fan of Scarecrow's first appearance outfit, looking more ragdoll and Scarecrow-y, I guess that's a word. instead of the more like sinister appearance. His appearance in Batman Arkham Asylum is one of my favorite known appearances, and also his appearance in A New Adventures of Batman is again one of my favorite appearances, where he looked more like a sinister Grim Reaper instead of whatever he looked like in this one. But I do have to say, it was nice to see Scarecrow around on this one, including fighting Scarecrow on a blimp and also ending it there as well too. It's just kind of funny, however, to see someone that's well known and respected as Bruce Wayne, who also does end up becoming fearful of what happened. There was a nice tender moment where Alfred and Batman share a moment because Batman recognizes Alfred as his second father figure, which in turns he is, and especially this is another moment that kind of incorporated into Batman Begins after Bruce's parents die, and Alfred had to take the boy on and basically become his father. Something that he has been doing throughout the entirety of the series, especially after his parents died, but well, more so here, especially when he really needed him, which was a very heart-touching moment. Nothing to Fear is a great episode, by far none, but we also didn't need the goofy appearance of Scarecrow. I'm with a lot of other people on this one, we didn't need to see Jonathan Crane's appearance. Although it was nice to even see him, including in flashback to his early days, we kind of could have left him a little bit of a, unknown persona, somebody that didn't need to be seen, especially in this. They could have also explained the Scarecrow mask that Scarecrow uses, similar to they did in Batman Begins, but I digress. Was still a great episode, with still some good moments, great voice acting, and some great music work by Shirley Walker. Again, just... I'm not a fan of Mark Pollan II as Scarecrow. Again, he has some good moments, some good voice work, but it's not Jeffrey Combs, the one that I'm really used to. So let me know what you guys think about Nothing to Fear. Do you think it's a great episode? Do you think it's an underrated episode like I do, but just kind of overlooked? Let me know in the comments down below, and also what you think of the first appearance of Scarecrow. Do you think it's good, or do you think it's laughable? Because for me, I'd rather think that it's very laughable. And next up on the episode list, if you want me to review, it's called The Last Laugh, again having Joker, voiced by Mark Hamill. So you guys let me know in the comments down below if you want to see even more of these. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And also be sure to let me know if you want to see more of these in the future and yet to come. Again, Nothing to Fear. Good episode, especially well endowed with showing off the nightmares and different fears that people can have. But I digress, even though it's virtually impressive and also has a really good story, it does not do well in voting with Scarecrow himself. That's all I have to say. This is Wade Universe signing out, saying that I hope to see you next time, and hope to continue this Batman animated series retrospective and review, because I'm really enjoying it, and I hope that you guys are too. So again, let me know your feedback, and we'll talk later.